G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan Battle video. So we finally have something going on Dokkan at the moment on the JP version, and we did just get the announcement of the Part 2 LR for the physical TURLES banner. As you can see here, it is the Spirit Bomb Goku from the movie. A bit annoying that we do get another base Goku, but we haven't got a movie hero base Goku, so I guess this guy does have a bit of a lane to fit in there. I think that art is actually pretty sick, so I'll be excited to see what the animation does look like when that does get the full drop of that. So as you can see here, we've got translations thanks to Gresh, so shout out to him as always. I did have a quick skim over this guy, and he looks like he's going to be he's a very offensive based unit, not really fitting the current meta, but still. His animations are also pretty fire too. So, power to defend the green planet Goku, another, as I mentioned, another base Goku. He's a yellow coin LR, so that means leader skill is automatically a stinker. So for this one, we've got movie heroes, final trump card, key for 150%. If you're going into difficult content, 150% just isn't going to do it, but I guess you could utilize this in some type of ultimate clash or something along those lines. So for the super attacks for the 12 key, we got the Destructo disc, which greatly raises attack for one turn and causes colossal damage. A very basic super attack effect. No defense there probably will hurt him in the long run. Yeah, greatly raising attack for one turn is like one of the most useless abilities in the game, unfortunately. So, sucks that that is his 12 key effect. For his 18 key, we've got the Kaioken times 10. So that greatly raises his attack and defense for one turn and causes mega colossal damage to all enemies. So he is an AoE unit, and then the fact that he is mega colossal is also really good as well. Means that we've still got that really high damage multiplier. Not to mention we're getting a 50% buff from his super attack effect for our defense. So going to be very important to get this guy's 18 key off. Is a bit annoying that that isn't on both the 12 key and 18 though, because then we could go additionals and get that double buff. But look, that is what it is. So for his passive, we got it's Earth Saving Light. So he starts off with 5 key, which is always a good start for an LR. Any LR that's getting key, it's just going to bolster up your chance to be able to get that 18 key off. And 150% attack and defense at the start of turn, so not the craziest number there. So he gains an additional attack and defense, plus 100% when launching a super attack if there is only one enemy. If there are 2 or more enemies, gain an additional key 5 and gain an additional attack and defense plus 30% for every enemy that exists past the second enemy, so a max of 150. So I assume that if you're going up against 6 enemies, he's going to get 300%. I mean 250%. So from that 150% from the one enemy, and then the and that's only going to be in World Tournament, but you'll get the extra 150% there as well. So maybe for Super Battle Road, this guy could have quite a bit of use if you're going up against like the TURLES team or Team Bardock or something along those lines where you're going up against the 5 enemies. He also gains an additional key plus 5 and attack plus 59% for the rest of battle when landing a finishing blow. So again, probably more likely when you are going up against those Super Battle Road enemies, but it can be a pretty tough I guess part of the passive to satisfy. If you remember, think back to when we got the EZA for the STR Rose. His is a part of that, and yeah, it isn't always the easiest to get, I should say. But if this guy is getting that, he's going to be able to hit some massive numbers there. So we also gain an additional attack and defense plus 100% when key is 21 or more. So going to be very important to have orb changes, support units on teams with this guy, because you're going to have to be hitting that 21 key every time to get that final defensive buff. That's extra 100% is going to be super important. So he does have an active, which is the Super Spirit Bomb. So conditions able to be used when 3 turns or more have elapsed and HP is 59% below, or up to 5 turns have elapsed and there is one enemy. So not the craziest condition. You can't spam this one in Super Battle Road, like say who's a good example? Like I guess the INT LR cell transformation, if you go into the next stage under 40% where you can transform and heal straight away. You can't do that with this guy, but still 3 turns, or if you're in a longer event, the 5 turns is going to be really, really easy. So this one massively raises attack and temporarily and then causes ultimate damage to the enemy. So again, not the craziest effect there. We're not getting any crits or any support to the to our other units. So yeah, as I mentioned previously, this guy is just a really big damage dealer. So for our links, we've got Saiyan Warrior Race, All in the Family, Saiyan Lineage, Z Fighters, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. So very common link set. He's going to have a number of really good partners, so keep an eye out for the team building guide in that regard. And then for the categories, we've got Movie Heroes, Final Trump Card, Pure Saiyans, Goku's Family, Turtle School, Bond of Friendship, Bond of Parent and Child, Earthbred Fighters, and the Power of Wishes. So number of 200% leader skills in there. Being on Power of Wishes is good because that means that he is with the 8th anniversary LRs. Means he can get chucked alongside STR Bulma. He's just going to have, quite a few really good options. You look at Orb changing with the Spirit Bomb absorbed Goku. I think there'll be situations where you're able to make this guy look really, really good. It's just he is lacking quite a bit of kit. And so what I was going to showcase here is from Minato. He's done the stats here, so shout out to him. So for this guy, Rainbow, max links, 1 enemy. You're looking at start of turn, you're going to be sitting at 178k, which is not high whatsoever. You add in all with family, you get up to 220k. Post super attacking, so he does jump up to that 802k there, pretty much 803k. You get all in the family, he's at almost 1 million. So it's going to be very important to run this guy in slot 2 or 3. And like Minato says, AoE enemies are definitely going to give this guy a bit of trouble. But you can see with the 40% support, start of turn, you got the 210k with all in the family. That jumps up to pretty much 256k. And then post super 931k versus 1.15 million. So as I mentioned before, support is going to be really important for this guy. Running him in that slot 2 or 3. And you're going to witness this guy put up some absolutely monstrous offensive numbers, I think. So let me know your thoughts on him. Obviously, a bit more kit would have made him a lot more interesting. He is very, very basic, but I think he's still going to put up some insane numbers. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.